Hey guys, I'm going to show you how I use the EcoPro 2 for disc repair in general. Now the EcoPro 2 is perfect for discs that have lighter, at most medium scratches. I mean, you can do heavy scratches with them, but it's not as cost effective as if I had the Auto Smart, and I'll explain why later. So the disc we'll be using is a Xbox 360 game, Watchmen. Now under my lighting, definitely has general use. You can see the scratches here. Nothing bad, but you can definitely see the scratching. So let's turn this on. So the EcoPro 2 is a minutes-based system, and what I mean by that is every 30 seconds counts as one cycle. Now, what I'm going to say next seems a little bit fishy, and it seems a little odd. That thing right there is the key card that allows me to do a certain amount of minutes for repair. Each key card holds 800 minutes, so that's 1600 cycles. And after it runs out, you're supposed to buy a new one. And again, I know that sounds a little odd, but I haven't had any problems. It seems like it's like you're paying to use the machine. But I trust Elm USA that if something were to happen where the company goes bankrupt, they would give me a key card that would have infinite amount of minutes, or just a new machine that doesn't require one. Their explanation for the key card is to quote unquote regulate the internals of the machine, if I recall. I don't believe that's word for word, but I read something along the lines of that. So anyways, it's good for me. I mean, it's not like I live in a remote area that I can't get access to the key cards. So here's the disc holder, the disc plate, and it comes with the 2 pads every time you buy the key card. No, I think 2 pairs. I'm not 100% sure, but the 2 pads are already installed there, as you can see. And what I like about the pads especially is they're reusable, they're washable. There's a lot of machines like a VMI Hybrid 2, or I don't know, just a lot of machines that use these kind of pads. You can't really wash them, so I'm kind of impressed with that. So you already saw what the disc looked like. Now every cycle is 30 seconds. I believe this is going to require probably 2 cycles, so it'll be a 60 seconds. The compound in water is primed. Yep, those little hoses there, those little droplets there, those are for the compound and distilled water. So you just click it in like that, and now I just press the start button to increase another cycle. This is about 60 seconds. And what I like about this machine is that it's really quiet. I mean, you get the occasional pump. It's so much quiet, and it doesn't seem like it's being so rough on the discs like another machine. Like, I don't want to tell what specific. You already know. You probably already know, because I was just giving that machine a hard time in some ways. But you get what you pay for. But anyways, what I like about this machine is simply it is so quiet, and it seems like it's really gentle on the discs. It doesn't seem like, I believe the machine I had, the JFJ, was, the motor was just loud, but it just seemed like it was just tearing up at a disc every time I put it through. So right now it's drying. Okay, pops out. What I like about this is there's no drying or anything I have to do. It comes straight out of the machine perfectly. So now what you see are, I know you're wondering, what are those swirl circles? That's just as a result of the buffing, 2 buffing pads, and that's completely normal. Now with a lot of discs like DVDs and CDs, you wouldn't see these, but with games that have a brighter plastic layer, you're gonna see it, right? So it doesn't look too bad. Now normally with the EcoPro, I have what are called these mirror finish pads. They're a lot different. I'm going to show you. Now normally I would swap these out, but let's just say I'm not a big fan of the mirror finish pads that go with the EcoPro 2, because they're a bit finicky and they don't always give the best mirror finish. Now that I have the Auto Smart, I would actually power this on, and actually do a stage one polish on the AutoSmart, because it gives a much better finish actually. So I put the disc in, press stage one, and you can almost, like, from what I've seen, I don't know my vision, my lighting, it doesn't even look like it's been touched. Seriously, it looks like a brand new game. When you see the results, you're gonna be shocked. And I don't know what this phone's gonna pick up on, but the motor isn't too loud actually. I was kind of surprised for a big machine like this that the motor isn't loud. I thought it would cause ruckus or any vibrating, but no, it's fine. With the AutoSmart, it requires some hoses, it requires a distilled water. It's a bit more of a complex system, yes, but it's still pretty simple. Like when I was looking at other resurfacing machines, I was looking at the Zuradisc, VMI Hybrid, I don't know, just replacing the water seemed to be a bit of a pain. I don't know, especially the Zuradisc. The VMI didn't seem too bad, so I don't know. So we're almost done here, 22 seconds. Man, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look real great. But yeah, since I have the AutoSmart to do a stage one polish, which is basically just to clean the disc from those, you know, those circular swirls you can see, I'd rather use this because, again, those mirror finish pads are a bit finicky and it just wastes valuable minutes with the Eco Pro 2, because, you know, those still, basically the key cards still will be used. So here we go. Let me just get a better grip on that. You tell me, you see any disc like that after it's been resurfaced? Come on. I'm gonna get you a better angle. It doesn't look like it's been touched. Now, can you see any swirls? Nope. The only thing that the AutoSmart will do is leave a little bit of a residue on the center and sometimes on the edge of these discs, but that could be easily wiped off, which I will do after I finish this video. But look at that. It looks like it came brand new straight out of cellophane, and now I'm going to test it. Because again, I want to make sure that I'm clear and transparent. So that it's the same game, Watchmen. I didn't do any cuts. Here we are. Watchmen. Same game, same everything. I know it came off camera, but it's the same freaking thing. You can see the residue still. It's just a little bit of residue that can be easily wiped off. There you go. Just power that controller on. Watchmen, the end is now. And again, if, let's say you have a disc that doesn't work and I can't get to fix it, I'm not, and you know, like I run it through the systems and it still doesn't work, I won't charge you. Here we go. It runs. I'll get into some gameplay, but I just, again, I want to be very clear with a lot of people that, you know, I take pride in what I do. The last thing I want to do is just seem untrustworthy, because, you know, trust is a big thing. Here we go. Start game. There we go. Won't let me skip. It's loading. If I can't skip it after about 30 seconds, I'll just call it. But basically, look, it works. Yeah, it won't let me skip. But it's safe to say that it's a working game. I mean, it probably worked with those scratches, but just a demonstration. This is what I would do with every disc I resurface. I'll run it through, whether it be a PS1. I got all the hardware to test these games, and it's good. Here we go. I'll skip. So I think it's safe to say it's good. Because a lot of the errors that will happen is once you get to the start screen or the first level of some sort. So let's take it out. And again, look at that. Now I don't have any other discs with bad resurface jobs. Well, actually I do. It's this Mario Sunshine actually. Let me get this out. And I'll show you a definition of a bad resurface job. You can see it now, just in case. You see, that's a definition of a bad resurface job. And when I get to the GameCube segment of this video, I'll show it again. So you know, you compare it. But look at that. Big difference, eh? So that is the demonstration of the EcoPro 2. Again, I always finish it off with an AutoSmart because the polishing stage 1 pad is a lot more reliable. And there you are. So on to next will be the AutoSmart in general with a really bad scratch disc.